The greatest genocide to ever exist, killing 73 million innocent, defenseless human beings worldwide every single year, is abortion. And the worst and most sinister part of it all is that people are misled, deceived, and made to believe that it is a good and empowering thing to do. We live in a society where morals have been blurred and right and wrong no longer exist, where unlimited freedom of choice and progressive quality of life takes precedence over human beings' right to life itself. A society that has turned a blind eye and a deaf ear to the voice of truth and even to scientific facts, where the voice of conscience has been distorted, deceived, silenced, and even mocked. Abortion is the worst kind of murder because it is the murder of a child not by a stranger, but by his or her own mother. And there's absolutely nothing more evil than encouraging women to kill their own children and in the same breath make them feel empowered by it. At the same time, we have to understand that many of these women go into abortion clinics truly believing that abortion is their best solution to, as you mentioned, rape, incest, sexual abuse, or unwanted pregnancies. But as Lila Rose would say, abortion does not reverse or undo the rape. It does not heal trauma. It does not administer justice. It simply inflicts a second act of violence against the woman and an innocent child. And yet, that is the only solution our society is offering these women. Our society is breeding so many falsehoods and lies that women are actually made to believe that murdering her own child is the solution to her problems. And this is why there's so much work to be done. This battle does not end with overturning Roe v. Wade or making abortion illegal. The solution to the abortion issue is not just to end its legality. The solution is multifaceted and it involves deep-rooted systemic changes, such as accessible support for women, the revitalization of adoption and foster care systems, systemic solutions to address poverty, rape, and sexual abuse, morally truthful sex education, such as St. John Paul II's Theology of the Body, to combat Planned Parenthood sex ed curriculums, which are widely disseminated in the US today, and it's promoting casual sex, birth control, and abortion. So very clear na may vested interest, diba, for them to sell their birth control and abortion services, along with their nationwide freedom to fuck campaigns in the US. So then lastly, to counter this culture that justifies, encourages, and even celebrates abortion, this culture of death, I think that the best solution is we must foster a counterculture of life, a culture that values the inherent dignity of every human person, that values the sanctity of marriage and sexuality, that loves and wants every child regardless of perceived deformity or disability, a culture that makes quality help for women accessible, and a culture that fosters authentic love and overcomes this terrible culture of disposal and use. So there's so much work to do to counteract the darkness and the lies. And that's why there's so much solutions involved, and not just to stop the legalization, but to all of these things in place. So yun lang po, Attorney Noche.
Wow, I'm speechless. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing